Good morning. So I'm going to run through doing bacterial growth calculations again. If you feel confident with this, feel free to pause me now and have a go at questions 1, 2 and 3. However, if you do skip me and you don't get these right, you'll have to come back and listen to me again. So only skip and have a go at the questions if you are really sure you've got them. So I'm going to do this example at the top for you, and then you can have a go at questions 1 to 3 and see how you get on with those. So a species of bacteria divides once every 10 minutes. If there is one bacteria to start with, how many bacteria will there be after 1 hour? So the first thing that you need to do is to make sure that these two things are in the same units. So 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. And then you need to figure out that if the bacteria divides once every 10 minutes, how many times are they going to divide in 60 minutes? So you'll do 60 divided by 10, and that gives you 6. So the bacteria divide 6 times. And then it tells you that there is one bacteria to start with, so the first part of this last calculation is going to be 1, because that's how many you start with. Then you're going to times it by 2, and we times it by 2 because every time a bacteria divides, it splits in half and creates 2. So we have one bacteria split in half and become 2 bacteria. So every time they divide, the numbers double. And then the last thing we need to do is we need to put a power on this 2, so it'll be 1 times 2 to the power of however many times it divides. So we said it is 6 times it's dividing, so it'll be 1 times 2 to the power of 6, which I'm going to use my calculator for. It's me 64. Now, a number like that is quite nice to write down. However, it is not always going to be that nice. Sometimes it will be 5, 6 more figures long. So sometimes these will be asked to be put into standard form. So we need to make it a number between 1 and 10. So it'll be 6.4, and in this case it'll be times 10 to the power of 1. Because to get from 6.4 to 64, we would have to times it by 10 one time. Have a go at questions 1 to 3. I get to at least this point. If you're feeling like you've got standard form and you want to, try to get to that point. Once you've done questions 1 to 3, skip to the bottom of the sheet, right at the back, and there are the answers to questions 1 to 3. Mark them. If you get all 3 of these right, then there's another sheet. It's called B5 revision sheet on the show my homework assignment. Have a go at that and spend the rest of the 30 minutes you have for these tasks on that. If you got any of these wrong, have a go at questions 4 to 10. But before you do that, have a listen to this video again. Watch me go through these and follow these exact steps every time. So work out, get these into the right units. Do the total amount of time divided by however long it takes them to divide. Write out how many times the bacteria are going to divide, and then finally do your last calculation.